guys, welcome back. What you just saw was a couple of images from Rhodes Island in Greece, where I've decided to go there and check how the vaping scene is as an excuse to go on holidays. So it is what it is. Before we get started, I have a little correction in terms of my previous video about the Smoke RPM 160. I did mention, as it is, that it was just like a unique tank with its unique device. This is actually not true. I found out that Smoke actually is making a rebuildable platform for the RPM where you can actually make your own coils. I have one on order and should be arriving in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, so I will be reviewing that instead, but it just opens a different layer of possibilities for this device. But either way, we're not talking about that today. Today we're going to be talking about the Voopoo Argus GT. This is my first Voopoo device that I'm going to be reviewing, so let's set it all up and see how it goes. Okay, so here it is, the Voopoo Argus GT. This is the black and red version, and once you open the box, this is what we get, a Pelican style carry case. This is an awesome idea for, especially if you're going on holidays or something, or traveling, you have a carry case. So what's in the box? You flip it up, you open, you got your little instruction manual that comes in several languages, which again, we're not going to read. You got the device itself, which I'm going to put it on the side. And you got two coils. I've already opened one because I've already been using it, but I have to tell you that this coil here is 0.2 ohms, and it goes with a recommended wattage from 40 to 60 watts, and this one is a 0.15 ohms and it has a recommended wattage of 60 to 80 watts. These are what they call the PNP coils. I think it's for plug and play, but either way. Then you lift this up and you got your charging cable, which is, surprise surprise, USB-C. That's innovation, baby. So let's close all this and get the device. Here it is. This thing is light, super light. I'm pretty sure that there are tanks that are heavier than this, but either way, this is what it is. It says here like Voopoo Argus. This is the leathered version. I do know that they have different materials for this. Like for example, the blue one has a jeans style things, which is really nice. This is leather with the stitching. And the color is like this metallic that fades to black. It's beautiful. It doesn't. It looks like stylish, you know. And this is what you want for a device. You want a device that's stylish. You got here saying gene chip inside, which is a fast-firing chip. I'm not a huge fan of having this in white here, but that's my opinion. And also, I'm not sure if you guys can see it. You see this like spotted pattern that kind of looks like it's wet. No, it's actually part of it. I don't like it as well, but hey, it is what it is. You got your charging port here. You just flip it up, and there you go, which is awesome. The door, it's a sliding door, so you just slide it and you flip it up. You got your positive and your negative here. No problems with that. The door does look flimsy, but you know what? This actually holds. I've been using this for quite some time, and it holds. It's good. No issues with it whatsoever. And then you got the tank. Now the tank is an interesting aspect. So it's literally held by magnets, so you can actually just yank it out and put it back in. Amazing idea. If you can have several tanks with several flavors, and then you can also, you know, just take the tank off and put your own tanks, like for example a Zeus tank. Now, I've seen some people complaining about the overhang when you try other tanks, and by overhang I mean the distance between the actual tank and the side wall of the device. As you can, I need to get like a wider background. So as you can see in this one is flush, absolutely fine, but if you take it off and if you put a 25 ml tank, like for example the Zeus, as you can see you have a tiny overhang. I would say like less than a millimeter, but either way, some people complain about that. I just want to make you guys aware. Now another thing that's but this is something I actually have a gripe with. On the device, that's actually a Voopoo tank. On a Voopoo device, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there is the tiniest of gaps here between the device and the tank. So I don't like it. Come on, it's their own devices. They should be, you know, fully flush, not a problem. But if you use a completely different tank, it goes straight through. Nice, not a problem whatsoever. It's just a weird thing. Now, the tank itself. Each pod style holds up to 4 mils, and we're gonna put a coil on this. And to put the coils, it is literally as simple as it can get. You grab your coil, you just put it in, press it up, done. You got your little flip up rubber tank to fill it in, and we're actually going to fill this in. And I have a bubblegum liquid. So, and the thing not a huge fan about this is that although it's 4 mil, it's too small. These tanks are small. You're gonna end up having to carry a bottle with you because they just don't hold. You're gonna go churn through tanks left, right, and center. They have what they call the infinity airflow, which is there it goes from here, and I'm not sure you guys can see, it goes all the way around here on the base. Now the device itself. Let's look at the options because it has some interesting features. So let's just tighten this up and get some batteries in. And even with the batteries, it's still super light. And there you go, it's all light. Once you put it on, it just says Argus and information, and then it turns on. And this is what they call the smart mode. And what do I mean by smart mode? It auto detects the wattage and not the wattage, auto detects the ohms of your coil, and it doesn't allow you to go over the coil's limit. It's easy to identify because it says S here, which is smart, and the screen is actually yellow. So for example, it's on 56 watts and it has a 0.22 coil. So if you scroll all the way up, as you can see, over 60 watts it says max power. So it doesn't allow you to go all the way to the top. The coil that's in here, it goes from 40 to 60 watts, so therefore, nice little feature. I really like this. So regarding the wattage, this goes up to 160 watts, and if you press the button 3 times, 1, 2, 3, it changes to the regular mode. Regular mode, it comes in blue, and here it's the wattage. It means that you can actually put your other tanks in, and it doesn't go, as you can see, it does not have a limiter. So if you get it up, it goes into increments of 1, and it goes up to 160 watts where it says max power. It does not have a loop-de-loop version, so it doesn't go back to 5. So you're gonna have to press the down button to just go. Regarding the other aspects of it, you have a little timer down here. I'm not sure if you guys can actually see it properly. There you go, a little timer here, and you got a puff counter. Now, if you press the power button and the up button at the same time, there you go, it locks it. So, and when I mean lock it, it locks the wattage. Hold it. And as you can see, it locks the power, just locks everything. To, you know, unlock it, you just keep up and fire button, easy. If you press the down and the fire button at the same time, it clears the puff counter. I'm not sure if you guys can see because it's actually quite quick. As you can see, puff cleared. There you go. And if you press both of them and the fire button, it shows you your chip ID information. This is going to be a little bit of a glare, but yeah, as you can see, it says here chip ID and all the other information, level code, etc., which for us noobs, completely pointless. We don't need this. So to get out of the menu, just keep the fire button pressed. Now, if you press the fire button 3 times again, 1, 2, 3, it gives you all these options. You get stainless steel, titanium, and nickel. It's for you to decide what coils you want to use. Alright, and then to exit this menu, let me just see if I can actually zoom this in so you guys can see a little bit more. As you can see, nickel, titanium, and stainless steel, and then you go up and down to select them, and then you just press the fire button, keep the fire button pressed, and there you go. Temperature control mode, and then to exit this you press 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and it reverts back to the smart mode immediately. So, oh, also we have the little battery indicators here at the top. I'm not sure if you guys can see it properly, but either way, that's all there is to it. Simple, effective, not much I can say about it. So there you have it. Now what we're going to do is we have the liquid on, and we're going to give it a couple of puffs and see how this behaves. Moment of truth, let's see how this goes. Not bad, not bad at all. Okay, good, can't complain, cannot complain at all. Now, as I mentioned, this is a solid device. I've been using it for quite some time. This not bad kind of thing was just for show. And in truth, I've been using this for 2 weeks now, and can't complain whatsoever. I love the feel, the leather feel with the little stitches on it. It just makes it look, you know, nice. It's nice to grip and hold. It's super light. You guys need to get one. Just have an idea of how light this actually is. I'm pretty sure that somewhere out there are some tanks that are actually heavier than this thing. I love the feature of the, you know, the smart menu, which auto detects your coils and everything else, which is good because the last thing you want to do is to burn your coils. Just solid. One thing I don't like is the little spotted pattern with the colors. For some, it's not the first time, it's not going to be the last time that I'm actually going to be thinking that, oh, it's just like, you know, got dirty or got liquid on it, but no, it's exactly how it is. The door, never had any problems with it whatsoever. It looks flimsy, but it holds in place. Now, the tanks. I love the fact that you can actually just take them off and just put them on. It's just a really nice feature because if you get like 5 or 6 of these different flavors, you can just like slap them in and that's it. The magnets are really strong. You actually need to use some force to actually yank them out. The airflow, spotless as well. The only thing that I would say would bother me on this is actually the little spacing in between the tank and the device for their own tank. With all the other ones I don't have this problem, but I just think that, come on, it's a Voopoo product, a Voopoo tank on a Voopoo mod. This like 1mm gap, it's a -1 point, I would say. Some people complain about the overhang when you use other tanks, and as an example, I'm actually going to take this off, and I'm going to put my Zeus tank, which is a 25mm, and people complain about the overhang, but the reality of it is, it's minimal. Literally the overhang, I would say 0.5 millimeter. It's not even noticeable, and if you, like me, use bubble tanks, you're gonna get them outside the surface of the mod anyway. So to me, it's not a problem whatsoever. All in all, for the first Voopoo product I ever tried, it's good, solid device, and I can totally recommend anyone getting this. I love the fact that this plating is different, flush, really nice. For example, if you compare with the Geek plate, you end up having like scratches and everything else, which is not ideal. With this plate, flush, makes it look sleek. Yeah, can't complain whatsoever. So overall, a good device. Totally get one. They love the fact that they come with the carry case. It's just a really, really nice feature, especially if you're traveling, like I did. Just put everything you need here and bam, just carry it over with you. Amazing, amazing idea. Got these in England for £50, 50-60 bucks in America, or for 50 depending on how the economy goes. Around between 50 and 60, either euros, dollars, or whatever. Good, totally good. Completely recommended. So either way, this is all for you guys today. So stay tuned, and I shall see you all next week. Take care.